Good morning, friends. Welcome to goonlinetrainings.com. So, today is the final demo of data analytics using Power BI, demo part 3 of 3. People who missed last two demos, I strongly recommend you must watch those demos. If you don't have those demos, classes means just send me your details to bhaskarjogi@gmail.com saying that I'm the new student today. I need those details. Okay, mention your phone number, your email address, and location. Send me a separate mail, or you can also WhatsApp your details to these numbers. And today is the final demo. From tomorrow, this meeting ID is going to change. And tomorrow, we're going to be installing softwares in your computer, right? You need to have a computer or laptop. Without that, you will not be able to do data analytics course. So what is the configuration that you need to buy? So let me show you the laptop configuration. So I'm going to be using Lenovo laptops. You can buy any laptop, that is fine. So the laptop should minimum, it should have minimum, 4 GB of RAM. So minimum I'm talking about. So it is going to be giving you 8 GB of RAM, 512 GB hard disk, and Windows 10 or 11 is needed. And we are going to be using uh, this laptop. The cost is 33, right? So don't go for very costly laptops. 30 to 35,000 rupee laptops, you will be able to get it, right? And yeah, we are going to be giving you daily recorded videos, and these recorded videos will be there for 6 months with you, right? So after that, if you want to extend for some time, that is also possible. Another 6 months you will be able to extend by paying some nominal amount, some 300 rupees or 400 rupees per month, or per quarter. You can just make payment and continue for another 6 months. Clear? So this kind of a laptop, you can buy it. So minimum 4 GB of RAM and 512 GB hard disk, and Windows 11 is mandatory. And don't go for very costly laptops, and don't buy these Celeron laptops. These are completely useless and very cheaper, but we cannot run our softwares on the Celeron laptops. Am I clear? So don't buy this in 21, 22,000. Minimum 30, 35,000 laptops you need to buy, and you can use it. Okay. So that is the configuration I'm going to be talking about now. So today, let us talk about the final demo. Yesterday, I was talking about, uh, let me just open this. So I have given you the complete instructions about what is IT industry, and what is a data analytics, and what is a data science. Data analytics means understanding the past, and data science or artificial intelligence means predict the future, or it is also called as a artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. All of them are synonyms. Clear? So data analytics can tell you what has happened already. So what was my sales in India last 3 years? Amazon company wanted to know. So this is the best example for data analytics or business intelligence. What has happened? Clear? What will happen? That is what is called AI is going to be giving you. AI is going to be doing the predictions in the future. What will be my sales in India next 3 years? What will be my death rate in India next 5 years? Because of obesity rate is increasing, the companies can predict how many people can become a diabetics next 1 year, how many people will become, cardiology, patients next year, cardiac arrest people next year, like that. Anybody can easily predict by taking the historical data of the company, right? So yesterday I was talking about, when you have the data, what is the size of the data? When you have a small amount of data, the data you will be able to keep them in Excel. When you have a large amount of data, I'm talking about gigabyte of data, this kind of data can be stored in this kind of a softwares in IT industry. And if you wanted to process the data, we're going to be using a language where you need to write so much of a coding, right? But if you have terabytes of data, we're going to be using different tools called data warehousing tools. And to process this much of a data, So we have BA tools got introduced. Language is completely code based. So people are hating a code. So slowly IT industry introduced no coding or low coding tools on year 2000 onwards. Clear? So we have BA tools being introduced in year 2000. We have SAS BA, SAP BA, Microsoft BA, Tableau BA. Now we have Power BA. All the things I have given in yesterday's class clearly. You can just watch this video in my Bhaskar Jogi YouTube channel as well. And all the videos are already uploaded. Chalo guys, if you have a big amount of data, so if you have a terabytes of data, we can go in for data warehousing. But if you have a petabyte, zettabyte, yottabyte of data, it is called as a big data. So this is a trillions of data I'm talking about. The data, you will be able to store them in a separate computer called Hadoop. So Hadoop is implemented or invented by Apache Software Foundation. Hadoop is a free software, right? All these are paid softwares. So all these are paid softwares. Even MySQL is a free software, right? Even Excel is also a paid software. Yeah, am I clear? So if you have terabytes of data, data warehousing can deal with it. But if you have big data, unlimited data, this concept big data keyword introduced by Google company in 2003. And if you wanted to store large amount of data, or if you wanted to process large amount of data, we can use Apache's Hadoop. And this is invented in year 2006 by Apache Software Foundation. This is a free software to store large amount of data and to process large amount of data. So in year 2006 it got released. Now it has a lot of issues. If you wanted to work with large amount of data, again you need to understand Java here. Without Java, you will not be able to work with Apache Hadoop. Again, lot of coding. And if you want to store the data, Hadoop is going to be storing the data in a different concept called HDFS. To process the data, it is going to be giving you one more concept called map reduce. We don't understand all these things because all of them are Java based, right? If you have a large amount of data, Hadoop is going to be storing uh, using a concept called HDFS, Hadoop Distributed File System. You should not be worried about it because we are not going to be understanding what is Hadoop and everything. And if you wanted to process data, Java language is going to be used. With the help of a Java language, it is implemented a concept called map reduce. So with the help of that, people are processing the data, but Hadoop is storing all the data into the hard disk. Okay, all these things are not needed, but I'm just telling you, it is going to be store all the data into the disk. Because of the disk, Hadoop is slow, right? To overcome these issues. First issue, Java. Java means so much of a coding. People will hate coding, and so much of a data is going to be stored in the hard disk of a Hadoop computer, right? Because of that, it is going to be very, very slow to overcome these issues. Same company, which foundation I'm talking about, Apache Software. It is not a company which is a foundation, a free charitable organization. It is going to be giving you softwares for a free, right? So Apache Spark has been introduced in year 2009. So we are not going to be using, Java. So it is going to be giving one more language called Scala, which is very easy language, right? And the people asked, so Scala is fine, that is new language. Everybody is learning Python. So we are planning to use Python. They said, yes, this is also you can use, and the Scala also you can use. And these are easy. Or so if you have a data, compulsorily you should know SQL. Without SQL, you will not be able to work with this. And the Spark is going to be storing all the data into the RAM. This is because of this, Apache Spark is 100 times faster. Clear? So that is one more and things you need to understand 100 times it is going to be, faster, because this software is going to be storing your data into the RAM, and this software is going to be storing your data into the hard disk. Because if I store something into the RAM, I am very, very fast. How many times faster? It is a double the time of these machines. Because of these things, Apache Hadoop has gone. So today, Apache Spark has been introduced into the market from 2009 onwards. Yeah, am I clear? So, what is the language we're going to be using? Scala you can use, Python you can use, SQL you can use, or you can use R language. Lot of any language that you wanted to use, you will be able to use. Even Java also, if you wanted to use, you will be able to use Java, .NET, any language that you will be able to use it. But these are very, very complex. People may use Scala, very easy, or a Python language, very, very easy to process the data. And it is going to be storing all the data into the RAM. That is the reason it is 100 times faster. Java is completely avoided, but if you wanted to use Java, that is also fine. Clear? It can support a lot of languages, and it is 100 times faster. When you have a petabyte, zettabyte, yottabyte of data, big amount of data can be stored today in the Apache Spark. Clear? So that is what you need to understand. And you can have either on-premises computer setups, or you can also have the cloud also you can use to store your Apache Spark data. Clear? What is a cloud? What is a on-premises? I will be able to talk about it. And if you wanted to store the data, so these are the things that we have. Clear? So all these things I have clearly explained. And if you have any questions, you will be able to ask me now. Clear? If you have data, you may store the data in Excel, you may store the data in SQL, you may store the data in data warehousing. At the end, you're going to be storing the data in your Hadoop systems. Clear? So that is what is the point here I'm going to be talking about. So if you have small amount of data, Excel can be used. Small amount of data I'm going to be talking about. But if you have a medium size data, medium means I'm going to be talking about GBs of data every month. So this is a at least medium size data. I'm going to be talking about, let us say, GBs of data, right? So that is the point. And which one you're going to be using? SQL you can use. So small amount of data, Excel can be used. And here I'm going to be talking about small KBs or MBs of data. This is what I have given yesterday, right? And if you have GBs of data, we are going to be using this, right? It is a medium size data. If you have large size data, so we are going to be using specialized computers are called as data warehouse computers. So today, let us talk about all of them one by one. So if you have extra large data, I have Excel size data or double Excel size or triple Excel size, or you can have any extra large data, triple Excel or any kind of Excel. That's it, unlimited data. How do you store? So today we are going to be storing them in the Apache Spark. Earlier, we were using Apache Hadoop. Clear? So these are the data storing technologies, IT industry is going to be having. So if you go and buy a laptop in a Amazon company, if you go and do some transactions in ICICI Bank or State Bank of India, or you're going to be using phone pay application, end of the day, you're going to be giving some data to the phone pay, right? All the data of the phone pay will be stored in these applications. Either maybe Excel will be small amount of data. Phone pay data will be very, very big amount of data. That so remaining things can handle either SQL or a data warehousing or Apache Spark. So this is where the IT industry is going to be storing the data. These are storage devices. That's it. You don't have anything else in the IT industry. Only these are the things to store your data. So after storing the data, what normally we do? We are going to be doing two kinds of an applications, right? One is called BI, the other one is called AI, right? What are the applications that we're going to be using? One is called AI, artificial intelligence. The second one is called BI, business intelligence. Clear? So artificial intelligence can take the data and it is going to be predicting the data. AI means what? AI is going to be doing the predictions. Clear? Remember, AI is going to be doing the predictions. It will take the data from Excel or maybe from SQL or maybe from data warehousing or maybe from Apache Spark or Apache Hadoop. It will take large amount of data. It is going to be predicting, right? If you want it to predict, it's going to be using a lot of algorithms. What are the algorithms? One is called clustering. One is called, it may use a clustering or it may use classification algorithm. You don't understand all of them, but don't worry about it. Clear? Don't worry about it. So you may use a clustering algorithm or a classification. Or it is going to be using one more algorithm called regression. Clear? So AI is going to be using your data and it is going to be predicting. Predicting means what will be my sales in next 5 years in India? What will be my death rate in India next 5 years? The government of India wanted to predict something. Clear? If I give past data, historical data, we need to give it to AI so that it will take historical data. It will be able to predict something with the help of a three algorithms: the clustering, classifications, and regressions. Clear? So that is what is called AI. But what is BI? BI is also called as a business intelligence. It is also called as a data analytics, right? Data analytics means understanding the past. So it is going to be giving a report in the past. Report past is called as business intelligence or data analytics. It can tell you what was the sales in India last 5 years, or what was the obesity rate in India last 10 years, and what would be obesity in India next 5 years. I would like to predict. So prediction can be done with the help of AI, and understanding the past is called data analytics and data business intelligence. So if you wanted to work with either AI or BI, you have to have the data. So this data is going to be collected and cleaned and stored by one more guy. The guy is called as data engineer. Clear? So if you wanted to work with AI or if you wanted to work with the BI, these guys will be helping you. These guys are called data engineers. Remember, clear? So data engineers is going to be getting the data of the company, cleaning the data of the company, storing the data of the company in different platforms. Maybe SQL, Excel, we don't use it because so much of a data we cannot store it either SQL or a data warehousing or Apache Spark. 90% of the time you're going to be, you're storing the data into the Apache Spark only. Clear? So data engineering is the guy who's going to be working with all these technologies. Either is going to be working with Apache Spark or a data warehousing, or is going to be working with the most of the time with the SQL. Clear? If you wanted to become a data engineering, you have to learn data warehousing, SQL, and Apache Spark, big data, Hadoop, and everything. Plus, you need to know Python. You need to know Python language so that you can become a data engineer. Data engineer is also called as a data preparation guy. If you wanted to prepare a biryani or if you wanted to prepare a pizza for 1,000 people, what all you need? You need to get raw material, right? You need to get rice if you wanted to prepare a biryani. So 1,000 people means at least 1 month before you have to go to the market, sample all the rice, and you need to buy lot of spices, right? And before buying the spices, you need to choose the spices, right? And get the spices, choose the rice, get the rice, sample it. If the rice is good, get the rice. And after that, what you do? You're going to be cleaning it, cleaning the rice. Spices, you need to dry them in the sun, right? So after that, what you do? You clean the spices. After that, you need to grind them. After that, what you do? You have to go and get a lot of vegetables at least 1 or 2 days before. And before that, you need to choose from which vendor I need to choose. Go to shop and buy a lot of vegetables. And after that, what you do? You need to clean them. After cleaning them, what you do? You need to cut them, and you need to get the chicken and get the proper chicken, sample it, and if the chicken is good, then you can order them from the vendor, get the chicken, cut them. So all this process will be, you're going to be starting not 1 day before, at least 10-15 days before you need to start, so that you will be able to prepare a good biryani tomorrow. Clear? So this is what is called food preparation. If you wanted to prepare biryani for 1,000 people tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, you cannot go to shop and get the rice bags, and you cannot get the vegetables, you cannot get the spices within 1 hour. You cannot do that. Clear? If you wanted to work with artificial intelligence or business intelligence, you cannot get the data within 1 hour, and you will not be able to perform the artificial intelligence or the data analytics works within 1 hour. So what we need to do? We need to go get the data of the company, clean the data of the company. You have to cut the data, marinate the data, join the data. If you have a lot of issues in the rice, you need to clean them. And if the tomato is not so good, you need to cut them. And you have coriander that you're going to be using, that you need to clean them, cut them, and you need to soak them in the salty water. Some lot of leafy vegetables if you're trying to put, you need to bring them and clean them at least one day before. You need to soak them in the salty water, right? So all these are called food preparation, right? So data engineering is the guy who's going to be getting your data, cleaning the data, storing the data. He has to do is this work before 1 month or 2 months or before 1 year or 2 years, daily getting the data, cleaning the data, storing the data. Lot of activities are going to be happening. So data engineering will take a lot of time. Clear? So once everything is ready, one food preparation is ready, tomorrow morning, who's going to come? Chef will come morning 7 o'clock. He switch on the stove. Within 3 hours, your biryani is ready, your food is ready. But to prepare 3 hours of food, so data engineering team will be getting the data from complete whole year. They will be collecting the data, cleaning the data, dumping the data, and removing a lot of duplicates from the data. Lot of circus. That is what is called a data preparation. Clear? So data preparation is very, very important topic as part of your AI or BI. Artificial intelligence people or business intelligence people cannot prepare predictions or the past reports if you don't supply the cleaned data. Clear? So chef cannot prepare the 1,000 people biryani if you don't provide them good rice or good vegetables, good chicken. So even though he's a very good chef, he has a very good reputation. If you don't supply raw material cleanly, then the food will be completely, it will become bad food. Clear? Artificial intelligence can work properly, or business intelligence can work properly when you supply proper data to them. Who's going to be supplying? Data engineering team. Clear? So that is what you got to understand. Now we are talking about artificial intelligence, right? What is the meaning of artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence means make the machine intelligent. Do you think that computer is intelligent? Do you think that you are intelligent? No, right? When you join any course, you'll become intelligent. You do some lot of courses, or you are in the some environment, suddenly you'll become an intelligent guy. So by default, we are not intelligent. Like that, machine is also not intelligent. Clear? So what is artificial intelligence? Make the machine intelligent. That is what is called artificial intelligence. Machine is not intelligent, but somehow you do 50 things to the machine, so that machine will become intelligent. You have a boy, you do something so that he can become an intelligent guy. You coach him, you guide them, you have the proper mentors to them. You do a lot of things to the boy or the girl. The girl can become an intelligent girl, or the boy can become an intelligent boy. Clear? So machines are by default computers. Machines, I'm talking about computers, not intelligent, but something you need to provide. With the help of that, it will be able to it will become intelligent, right? So those intelligent machines you can use, and you can do a lot of activities. That is what is called machine learning or artificial intelligence. Means make the machines intelligent. So how do you do that? There are thousands of things you can do, but here we are going to be using some algorithms. One of the algorithms is called regression, or a clustering, or a classification. With the help of these algorithms, you can make machines intelligent. Clear? So you can do 10,000 things, but here, end of the day, the machine learning, the team or the artificial intelligence team is given you this kind of algorithm. So with the help of these algorithms, it will take the data, it will predict the data, it can give you beautiful predictions, and the machines also will become intelligent machines in the world. So use those machines for accomplishing your activities. That is what is called artificial intelligence today. Clear? So now we have generative AI. What is generative AI? That is, Chat GPT. Chat GPT is AI application. So I'm talking about Chat GPT. It is one AI application, right? So let me just go. I wanted to have a Chat GPT here, right? Chat GPT is going to be, it is not an AI application. It is a Gen AI application. Normally, AI applications are going to be predicting the data. Now, AI applications have to get the data from, most of the data will be here only. Remember this. So, if the AI application supposed to get the data from here, so Chat GPT is also getting the data from where? It is going to be getting the data from your, Apache Spark and Apache this one most of the time. Or you can also get the data from here, but most data will be coming from where? Most of the time AI applications are reading the data from Apache Spark or Apache Hadoop only. So Chat GPT is a Gen AI application. Normal AI is going to be predicting the data. So this is what is called prediction. But generative AI is not going to predict. It is going to be generating. What is it that is going to be generating? It may generate a text, or it may generate a audio, or it may generate a video, or it may generate an image. So, which is going to be a subset of AI. Chat GPT is a Gen AI application which is not going to be predicting. Instead of that, it is going to be generating. You ask something, it will give you the answer. It is going to be generating a text, or generating an audio, generating a video, or generating an image. So it is a type of AI application. Normally, AI applications are going to be using predictions. It is going to be predicting. But Gen AI application, Chat GPT is not going to be predicting. Chat GPT application is going to be generating. Generating what? Gen AI means generative, means it's going to be generating, producing, giving you some information. What it is going to be giving you? Either you ask some question, it will give you some text, either in the text format, audio format, video format, or you ask for image, it will be able to tell you, it will be able to give you. Clear? So AI initially using what is called as a machine learning algorithm. So AI internally, what algorithm it is going to be using? Machine learning algorithm it was using earlier. So the machine learning algorithm can use only small amount of data. When you have a large amount of data, machine learning algorithms will fail. So to overcome this, when you have a large amount of data, machine learning will fail. Now we are going to be using deep learning algorithms. What is the algorithm I'm talking about? Deep learning algorithms. When you have a large amount of data, we are not going to be using machine learning. Deep learning is going to be used. For example, when you have the data in the Apache Spark, if you wanted to predict something, so machine learning cannot be used there. We are going to be using a deep learning algorithm. So inside that, people have used large language models, natural language processing, lot of things, natural language processing. With the help of these models, your Chat GPT application is being prepared. Clear? So Chat GPT application is an AI application, and which is going to be using deep learning algorithm, because a large data set is going to be taking and using a lot of models like LLM, large language model, natural language processing techniques being used. It's going to be predicting. It's not going to be predicting. It's going to be generating a lot of things. So who's going to be supplying the data to the Chat GPT or Copilot? This is what is Copilot. It is installed in my Windows application, Windows laptop, right? Copilot is also similar to Chat GPT. All of them are getting your data from the Apache Spark or Apache Hadoop. So who's going to be storing the data? Data engineers team. Am I clear? So this is what you got to understand. So today we can either perform data analytics and AI and ML. Data analytics course you can complete within 3 months. That is what I told you, right? So data analytics course you can complete within 3 months. Data engineering course also you can complete within 3 months. But data science or artificial intelligence, if you wanted to learn, you need to have minimum 18 months time. So that is the story here, right? You need to have this much of a time to work with the AI and ML and deep learning. Clear? So don't jump into AI applications. AI means make the machines intelligent. Use those machines for your daily activities. Very simple. Clear? You do 10,000 things to make the machines intelligent. One of the algorithm is called AI and ML and deep learning algorithms. Clear? End of the day, you are going to be predicting with the help of a clustering, classification, and regression. You don't have anything else. These are the algorithms, or you can say steps that will be taken on the data, so that you will be able to predict your data. It is overview of AI and BI and data engineering. Am I clear? So let me go and let me try to talk about it. So today, maximum data is going to be stored where? Apache Spark and Apache Hadoop. Hadoop is gone. Why Hadoop is gone? When you have a large amount of data, when you store it here, it will become very, very slow. So that is the reason many companies are going to be storing your data in the Apache Spark. Chart GPT is getting data from where? Apache Spark. It is a bigger machine. These machines are completely managed by the bigger companies like Google company or Microsoft company, like Facebook, Insta. All the bigger companies are going to be maintaining these Apache Spark machines. Am I clear? So you need to understand that. Now, today I wanted to tell you what is a data analytics, right? We are not going to be talking about, will not be working about AI and anything. So we are going to be only working with the business intelligence, data analytics. Now, I will give you one use case. Amazon company wanted to analyze their data. What is the data they have? Daily retail data, retail sales data they have, right? So you're a data analyst. You join an Amazon company as a data analyst. Now Amazon company will tell you, hey Bhaskar, you have to take my data and you need to analyze my data. Now you have learned a lot of things, SQL, you have learned Power BI, everything you have learned. Now you are ready to do data analytics for the Amazon company with their retail sales data. Now you ask, sir, give me your data. I am ready to create a beautiful reports. That is what you told. Now you're asking, sir, give me the data. They have a lot of data challenges now. So what are the issues with their data? They're telling, hey, Bhaskar, you're asking the data, but all the data is not available in a single location. Location is the first challenge. I have some data in US, some data in India, some data in UK, some data in Japan. I have some data in Dubai, like that. I don't have the data in a single place because we are running the business, we are doing the business all over the world. I have the data decentralized. That is the first issue. Second issue, hey Bhaskar, I don't have the data in a single environment. In India, in US, we are using SAP. In India, we are using Java. In UK, we are running all the application using Python. In Japan, I'm going to be storing my data in Excel. And Dubai, we have a call center. Call center data is available in Excel. Clear? All the data belong to single company, but they don't have the data in single location. They don't have the data in a single environment. Java applications are running, Android applications are running. You can go to website and book the products. You can go to Android application or iOS application. You can open your Amazon app and book the products. So they are capturing the data in the wide varieties of environments or the softwares they are using. This is also one more issue that you need to understand. The data is not so centralized, it is decentralized completely. The second issue you need to understand, environment also, different environments, maybe notepads data. Notepads are called as text files, or these are also called as a flat file. Now, what about the size of the data? So they say, I have very large amount of data. Large means very large, or I'm using medium size of data. In some companies, I'm going to be having very small GBs of data, maybe terabytes of data, petabyte, zettabyte of data also have. in some places. So the data size is also not similar. What about cleaning data, accuracy of the data? So when you ask them, sometimes it is very, very cleaned data, high accuracy. Some places it is not at all very cleaned. At least some 20-30% of the data is uncleaned data. So in some places the data is completely bad. It is not at all cleaned. 40% of the data will be duplicated data, lot of blank values, lot of unmatched data, lot of misplaced data, lot of missing values, a lot of spelling mistakes data also we have it. So accuracy, I cannot guarantee you, even though it is my data, I cannot guarantee it is a cleaned data, right? So you go to shop, you will be able to buy potato or a tomato or some mushroom. Do you guarantee that it is cleaned potato, cleaned tomato? It is not guaranteed. You have to bring the potato, clean them. If the potato is not so good, you need to peel them or cut half of the potato and throw them. So even though you go to the shop, you choose some potato, bring the potato, still those vegetables are not maybe cleaned, right? So when you somebody is giving tons and tons of potato to the potato chips factory, do you think that all potato is cleaned? No, 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 no. Right? Some of them, some from some area, the potato is very, very cleaned potatoes. You will get it. But from other area, you will not be able to get very, very cleaned potato. 40% of the potato will be not very, very cleaned. Clear? So potato factory, chips factory has to get the potato, clean the potato, peel the potato, throw the potato. If the size is very, very small, it has to remove that, right? A lot of circus the potato factory is going to be doing in order to make the proper chips. Clear? Like that, you cannot take the data as it is. You cannot dump it as it is. You need to clean them. Who's going to be doing all of them? Get the data from the different sources, and you need to work with the different sizes of the data, different sizes of the potato, right? You need to clean them. You need to put them in the water, soak them, put lot of salty water, turmeric, and lot of chemicals. Somehow you need to clean them, right? Lot of process it has to be done so that you will get a cleaned chips tomorrow. Clear? So data is also, you cannot guarantee that it is a cleaned data. So what you need to do, we have to bring them like that. Lot of issues with the data also. I have given you 4 issues. You have to go and get the data and try to use the data. So what I'm trying to use now, I'm trying to get the data because all the data belongs to Amazon company. I go to this, I get the data from this place. I have to get the data from this place. Like that, they may have some hundreds of sources from where I will be able to get the data. So all this data, I need to get it from here, get it from here, get it from here. So this may be you're using SAP in US. All the data you're going to be using from US. In US, people are going to be using SAP computers. In India, we don't know it is Java, right? When you go to Amazon.com, it will be Java. Or you may be, in Dubai, right? They are using Excel sheets. And whenever you call to the call center saying that my product is not so good, the data may be stored in Excel. So when you go to Amazon.com, so do you know what is this Amazon.com site prepared? Do you know? It may be Java application, it may be Python application, it may be Angular JS application, or it may be X application, Y application. I don't know. What is the technology they have used? I don't know. But I wanted to buy a laptop. Whenever I'm choosing the laptop and trying the laptop, so what will happen? I go and I click on this card and I wanted to add to the cart or go to the cart. When I'm trying to buy this, it's going to be taking my card details or the net banking details. It's going to be storing all the data into this. So this is my computer. I would like to buy a Lenovo laptop using my computer. I have established. How do I establish? I'm going to be connecting using a application. What application that is? So that you do not know, it may be a Java application. So you buy some product. When you buy a product, some data will go and it will stay there. Like that, people are buying and buying, buying and buying. So lot of data will come, it will get stored. Clear? So these computers are called as, so data is here. Daily you're going to be storing all the data. These computers are called as OLTP computers. Clear? So this is where you are going to be storing your data. Whenever you purchase any product, your data is going to be going here in India. It is going to be stored in the Java computer. It is going to be storing your data somewhere. So it may be Java application or maybe .NET application. We don't know. It is going to be storing somewhere your data. Clear? So, like that, SAP is also going to store your data somewhere. Excel is also storing the data in Excel. All the data is available. So, what we need to do? All the data of Amazon company, you have to extract. You need to get the data. So, for that purpose, we're going to be using ETL tools, extracting the data, transforming the data, loading the data. Clear? So, what is ETL stands for? Extract. Extract means read the data. Transform. Transform means load or clean the data. Clean or change. So to clean the data or change the data, the last one is called you need to load the data. So we have a tool. The tool is called, already I was talking about one tool. We are talking about MSBI the other day. Do you remember? MSBI is a Microsoft, BA tool before Power BI. MSBA has three tools. That is what I told you. One is called SSIS, second one is called SSAS, and the third one is called SSRS. Now I'm going to be using this tool. This is what is tool? This tool is called ETL tool. So this is SQL Server, integration services, which is ETL tool. Clear? So Microsoft has given you a tool called MSBA. This is given you in 2005. Clear? So people were using the three tools. One tool is called ETL, and second one is called analysis. The third one is called SSRS. It will create a reports to overcome. Lot of people are stopped using SSRS. That is the reason Microsoft launched Power BI in 2015. Clear? Because the SSRS tool is completely a IT people can use can use this tool to create a reports, but a Power BI is a self-service BI. What is the meaning? Any non-technical people can create a report, but to create a report, you need to have the data. So the data you can collect with the help of SSIS. So all the data you have to get from different locations. All the data you're going to be keeping them in a centralized server. This is a computer, bigger computer. This computer where you are going to be doing data cleansing work, data cleaning. So what all you do? You're going to be removing duplicates. If you have a duplicate data, or you can correct misspelled data. If you have a spelling mistake data, that you need to correct it. Misspelled data, or whatever you wanted to do, you will be able to do that. Or you may be converting the data, or you may be merging the data, maybe splitting the data. Lot of activities you do, right? So all these are called as your data cleansing activity. So this computer is called as a staging computer, staging server. Staging means a temporary. Staging means what? Temporary. What software we're going to be running here? Any SQL software that you can use it here. Clear? So all the data from SAP, from Java, from Excel, from .NET, from SQL, lot of places data is available in these machines, and all the data you need to extract it. You need to clean the data, store the data into this machine. Clear? This machine is called as a staging server, staging a computer. It is going to be large hardware, and SQL will be installed in this. Clear? You put the data, you're going to be completely cleaning the data. I will give you a simple example. You wanted to buy a lot of vegetables. What you do? You go to the shop number one. This is shop number one. Buy some vegetables. You go to shop number two. Buy some more vegetables. You go to shop number three. Buy some more vegetables, chicken, milk, and everything. Right? After that, where will you keep the data? Where will you keep all the items? You are going to be keeping them in the one temporary storage. The temporary storage called this. This is what is called your carry bag. Right? You can maintain a carry bag, right? So when you go to the shop, what you do? You're going to be storing all the items. You're going to be putting them into the carry bag. So this is what is your carry bag, temporary storage. Okay. After coming to home, what all you do? You're going to be cleaning the data at the source level, but still you come home, you open the bag, you're going to be again re-cleaning. Tomato, you put them in the salty water. Potato, you peel them. And the leafy vegetables, you put them in the salty water. And lot of things are still, again, you're going to be cleaning. Clear? At the shop level also, you go and choose a proper potato. One type of the filtering is happening. One type of a cleaning is happening there. At the time of getting the data, you clean, but does not mean that it is completely cleaned. You go to the staging. Staging means all the vegetables, you're going to be keeping them in the your bag, and you come home, you open the bag and again try to clean them. So second time, I'm going to be cleaning. So with the help of a staging area. Staging area is nothing but your carry bag. You open the bag, you get all the items and you clean them second time. Clear? Staging area means a temporary. Carry bag is temporary, right? Will you be using permanently? No, 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 no. So once the vegetables are cleaned, means all the vegetables will go to where? All of them you're going to be taking from here, from this machine, with the help of, again, with the help of, we are going to be using again ETL. ETL is going to be used. So with the help of again SSIS, I'm going to be taking this data. These are cleaned vegetables I have. So all the vegetables, I'm going to be keeping them into refrigerator. This is my bigger fridge, refrigerator. In the refrigerator, all the cleaned vegetables I'm going to be keeping. So this is your fridge. This is a fridge. And this is what is called as your data warehouse. So fridge will be very bigger size, bigger than your bag, right? Data warehouse means I told you large hardware plus SQL software you're going to be installing. That is what I told you. So what we're going to be doing daily, you go to the shop number 1, shop number 2, shop number 3, you get the vegetables, you clean them, you put them in the carry bag, you come home, open the carry bag, you clean them again. All the cleaned vegetables, you're going to be packing them and keeping them into the data warehousing. Data warehouse, your fridge will be 200 liters or 500 liters fridge, depends upon the vegetables that you have. It is a very, very big carry bag. You're not going to be putting permanently, right? Carry bag will become empty because all the vegetables, when you take it, it will become empty. Again, tomorrow you can take the same carry bag. You will go get the vegetables in the same carry bag. You clean them, and cleaned vegetables again, you are going to be keeping them in the refrigerator. So that is what you need to understand. Data warehouse means cleaned data, cleaned vegetables. Clear? That's what we're going to be storing in the data warehousing machine. So data warehouse machine is called as a OLAP machine. So what is this is called as? It is called as a OLAP machine. I will take another 10-15 minutes to complete the demo. Today is the final demo, guys. So from tomorrow, this meeting ID is going to change. You will get the payment links and everything by 12 o'clock today. You can just make the payment, and you can also make installments and at least take some payment and try to get the new meeting ID. And tomorrow morning, you will be able to connect with the new meeting ID. And tomorrow, we are going to be installing SQL and the Power BI and everything. Clear? So, data warehousing is a large machine, and where you're going to be getting the data. I will give you simple example. So, what data warehouse in the real time? So daily you go and you're going to be buying a lot of products. All your data may be going to Java or SAP or maybe SQL or Excel. We don't know, right? All the data is daily you're going to be buying and getting. But one day these machines also will be full, right, with the data. You may be buying very, very bigger machines here, but these machines also will be full after 1 month or after 6 months or after 1 year or after 3 years. Daily you people are buying and buying, buying and buying. This data will be full. These servers will be full in these machines, right? These machines are OLTP machines. These machines are OLAP machines. Let us understand what is the meaning of that, right? So I'm going to be giving you two more things, very, very important things. One is called OLTP environment. It is called as online transaction processing environment, right? I'm talking about what? Online transaction processing. That is what is called OLTP. Second environment I'm going to be talking about in the IT industry, that is called OLAP environment, that is online analytical processing. Analytical processing. So OLTP means it could be any server where you have a fresh data. For example, you go to Amazon.com, you buy a product. That is a fresh data. You go to banking, you go to State Bank of India, you withdraw the cash, fresh transaction, right? You go to Phone Pay application, you transfer funds to my account today because you need to pay the amount. That is a fresh transaction, right? So Phone Pay is a OLTP application. Your banking application is a OLTP application. Banking may be using Java software, Python software, Android software, or maybe SQL software. We don't know how the data is going to be stored. We don't know. But wherever you are dealing, that application is going to be taking the fresh data from you. So wherever there is a fresh data, those applications are called as OLTP. OLTP means online transaction processing. Transaction means what? Anything you do. You withdraw the cash, you deposit the cash, you make an inquiry, you cancel the booking, you return the product in Amazon.com, you book a product, you book a hotel room, you cancel the food, whatever you do in the real time, every application is going to be capturing the data. Clear? The data will be fresh data. Wherever there is a fresh data, that application is called as OLTP application. It may be SAP application, Java application, SQL application, Android application, X application, Y application, doesn't matter. So all users are going to be using OLTP applications only. Now PhonePe is OLTP. Why? Fresh transaction, I'm doing it. I go to bookmyshow.com, I'm going to be buying a lot of tickets for the latest Kalki movie, right? Or Tangalan movie. I'm going to be buying a lot of movie tickets today to my family. It's fresh transaction, right? So all the fresh data is going to be stored in the bookmyshow.com. It may be using some lot of softwares that we are not worried about it. But Book My Show is a OLTP application. OLTP applications are going to be used by the end user. You are the end user, I am the end user. You go to Walmart or you go to DMart, you buy a product, a bill will be generated. That is a fresh bill, right? So the data is going to be stored in a DMart computer, maybe Java, maybe .NET. So DMart application is a OLTP. Banking application, OLTP. Hotel room booking, OLTP. Airtel, where you go, you recharge today. It is a fresh transaction. So that is also OLTP. So whatever you are using, whatever I am using, completely OLTP, OLTP, OLTP. Clear? OLTP means OLTP means it is going to be storing the business data. Clear? Business data means fresh data. So what you need to understand, OLTP means fresh data and small amount of data. In this, we're going to be storing maybe per month, I'm going to be getting 500 GB of data in the machines. I don't have a very bigger computers in this. Very small computers will be OLTP computers, very small computers. Small data only we are going to be storing it here. Clear? So that is what is the point. Okay. So I need to understand. The second one is called, it will be read and write data. 80% of the time, people are buying the products, right? So only 20% of the time, you're going to be reading what is my balance in the bank. But most of the time, you're going to be withdrawing the cash, transferring the cash. So in Amazon.com, only you're reading the products or buying. If you don't buy it, Amazon.com cannot get you profits, right? So OLTP data, fresh data, read and write data, 80% write data, and a small amount of data you read. And it will be used by the end users. Clear? End users are going to be using it, and it is going to be to run your business. Business data is going to be captured, daily data. To run the business, these applications are going to be used. But now tell me, every day you're going to be buying and buying and buying and buying the product. these computers are full one day, right? This computer may be full one day, it may be full one day, it may be full one day. You're going to be buying and buying, buying and buying. So what you do? All the data you get it, you put all the data here, you clean all the data because it is belongs to single company called Amazon company. All the data I can clean it. Cleaned data will be going where? Into the data warehousing. It is a bigger machine. All the data will go. So again, you come back here, all the data you're going to be deleting because this data is historical data. Last 1 year data, it is there. Now I have pushed the data, clean the data, it is gone. This is also empty now. Again, data will be coming and coming, coming and coming. Next month, the next year data also will come. It will become full. These computers will become full. What I do, I take all the data. I'm going to be keeping it here. I will clean all the data. Then all the cleaned data, last year data also, you are going to be putting it here, right? Once you put the data here, this data are going to be deleting from here. Now, these buckets will become empty. Clear? Like that, fresh data will come here. When these computers are full, you're going to be taking the data from here with the help of uh, some softwares are going to be taking the data, cleaning the data, and dumping the data into the bigger data warehouse. Clear? So data warehouse is going to be having old data, not daily data. So it is going to be not a fresh data. 1 year data you accumulate, you store it. It is historical data. Historical data. Every month you're going to be getting 500 GB of data into 12 months of data. It will become 6,000 GBs of data. It is equivalent to 6 terabytes. But I'm talking about 10 years. It will become 6 into 10. It will become 60 terabytes of data I want to store. So every month you're getting the data, all the data will become a 60 terabyte. It will become large data, right? So it is historical data. It is read-only data. So old data, nobody is going to be modifying. So who's going to be using this data? Business users are going to be using this data, and it is to analyze your business. To analyze your business, we're going to be using, I will explain all the last 2 points. Clear? So we are going to be understanding all the data you will be able to get it. You're going to be keeping it here. All the historical data of the company will come here. I will give you a simple example so that you can understand the completely the entire picture. What I'm trying to do, I don't have a water available in my home. If I don't have the water, Government of India supplying the water. Morning 6 o'clock, water comes to my street. I will take a bucket and go. So this is a bucket. You can think this is one bucket I will take and go. And this is one more bucket. My mother, my father, all the people are going to be going and collecting the water from the street because morning 6 o'clock water comes. There is a pipeline in the street. Morning 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, me, my mother, my brother, my sister, everybody will go because we don't have water. So what you do, you take a bucket, you switch on the tap, and the water comes. So after 5 minutes, this bucket will be full. Which bucket I'm talking about? This bucket will be full, right? You go, this bucket will be full within 5 minutes. Even my mother's bucket is also full, and this is my bucket is also full. If the bucket is full, what you do? You have to maintain a drum or the tank. So this is the drum or the tank. You come, you will be able to get the water here. You will go back with the empty bucket. This is the empty bucket, right? This is empty bucket. Again, fresh water you're going to be capturing. The next level, the water again, wait for 5 minutes. These buckets are full. Again, this water you're going to be dumping it here, and you will come back with the empty bucket. This is empty bucket. Now, what is your OLTP? OLTP means small in size. What is the bucket size? 30, 40 liters. But why are you using to collect the fresh data, fresh water? When the bucket is full, what you do? You have to maintain a tank or a drum at the home. You go, you're dumping the water, fresh water into the a tank or the drum, coming back with the blank bucket. Again, you're capturing the fresh data. Clear? But why can't you take a drum and go to the street? It will be very, very heavy You cannot lift it. You cannot take the drum and go to the street. So we never ever use data warehousing to start capturing your fresh data. Clear? So whenever the customers are buying the product, OLTP computers are small in size, less than 1 terabyte. Maybe your laptop capabilities, something like that. These are your buckets. You can think like that. Bucket is small in size and it can hold small data, but fresh data. But data warehousing is a drum. It is going to be having 1,000 liters water and last day's water, 1 month water also you can have in the data warehousing. So data warehousing is going to be large data, going to be storing and read-only data, historical data, and we are going to be keeping it here. Now, one day my friend told me, Bhaskar, why are you lifting water manually? Can't you buy a motor pump? What my friend told? Arey Bhaskar, daily taking the bucket and water and you're slowly getting the water and dumping it here. It is not very good. You better buy a motor pump. So I go and buy a motor pump. What are the motor pumps? These are the motor pumps, right? These are different companies motor pumps I have. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to either use this or I may use this. So this is what is called as a ETL. Clear? So let me just go and let me copy them into one more paint. So I'm going to be, where is this pump? Let me take this motor pumps. Okay. And I wanted to paste them here. Now, you know what is this called as? This is what is called as your ETL. Remember this. This is what is called as ETL. ETL means extracting the data, transforming the data, loading the data. It will be connected to one tank, right? It may be connecting to, for example, if I take this pump, it will be connecting to one tank or two tanks. It will be taking the data from here and water from here. And this is going to be putting the data into my tank, right? So this is what is called a tank, or you can say a drum. So you have different ETLs. You have, this is 1.5 HP motor water pump. Max pressure is the thing. So this may be coming from one more company. This may be coming from one more company. You have different ETLs. This is coming from one company. This may be one more company. This may be one more. This is a Crompton. This may be some other company like that. Microsoft ETL is called SSIS. Like that, we have one more company called, Data Stage. That is one more motor company. So this may be your Azure Data Factory, or this motor may be coming from different Havells brand, right? Like that, we have Data Stage, Ab Initio, lot of ETL tools are available, or Informatica. So all of them are ETL tools. ETL tools are nothing but your motor pump. Remember that. So when I connect this, so what will happen now? So I switch on the motor. Within fraction of seconds, all the water can go here. So what is ETL? ETL means a data pumping tool. What is ETL? Data pumping tool. It is a motor pump. Clear? You switch on the motor, it will take the water and dump into the destination tank. Now I'm not going to be using here water. I'm going to be using a data. Clear? So SSIS is going to be taking the data, dumping the data to the staging, to the final drum. But my mother told, hey Bhaskar, the water is not so cleaned. The water need to be cleaned before dumping into the final drum. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get all the water, and initially this water I'm going to be keeping into one more drum. What is it? Is a drum called as staging. Staging means temporary. What I do, I clean the water. I clean the water. After that cleaned water, I'm going to be using one more motor pump. Using this, I'm going to be dumping into final drum. So this is also one more drum or the tank, but this will be having mud data, bad data. or bad water or uncleaned water. Uncleaned water will be cleaned here, and after that cleaned water, I'm going to be storing in the data warehousing. Clear? So for that, from here to here, if I wanted to put the water, I need to have one more motor pump. This is one more motor pump I'm going to be using. This water comes here, it will be cleaned, and from here, I'm going to be using one more motor pump. All the water will go like that. Fresh data will come, and every month you're going to be taking and dumping the data, or every 3 months you're going to be taking and dumping the data. OLAP means data warehouse. Data warehouse is going to be having what large amount of data. Every day data you're going to be having. Your OLTP machines are not going to be having fresh data. You go to banking application, you ask, what was my balance in the year 2000? You ask this question to your State Bank of India. I have opened my account in 1995 in State Bank of India. You ask and go there. I wanted to know what was my balance in year 2000, January 1st. So they say, we don't have your latest data. The data is gone to State Bank of India data warehousing. Why? Because State Bank of India is a OLTP application. It may use last 1 year data. It may store last 6 months data or last 3 years data only. Clear? So State Bank of India or PhonePe application or Amazon.com, when you go, you don't see all the historical data. You may be seeing last 100 transactions, last 1 year transactions like that. Remaining data from PhonePe would have gone to PhonePe data warehouse. Clear? So every month they will be pumping the data from PhonePe OLTP to PhonePe data warehouse. Data warehouse is called as OLAP. Clear? Historical data will be there in the data warehousing. Fresh data, this month data will be available, or this year data only available in your OLTP applications. Now I have the data in the refrigerator. Vegetables I have. Can I get the food? I am getting the vegetables and chicken, and all of them I'm cleaning and storing in the refrigerator. Can you get the food? No, 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 no. You have to use the kitchen and process the food. So this is my refrigerator. I have to go to the kitchen. So I need to process. Now we are going to be using one more application here. This application is called SSAS. Clear? All the data, raw data is available here. If the data is available, nobody can give you food, right? You have to go to the kitchen and you need to prepare the food. So the kitchen is called as your SSAS application. You process the data here. Process means what? You grind them, you cook them, you do a lot of circus, right? You're going to be processing the food. Clear? So here I have some data. Let us say 10 is there, 20 is there. I wanted to know what is the total. 30. 30 will be happening in the cube. So this is what is called SSAS, where we are going to be creating a cube, right? SSAS, where we are going to be processing the food. So it is going to be your kitchen. Clear? So what is my total? Total will be 30. What is my minimum? Minimum is a 10. What is my maximum? Maximum is my 20. What is the average? Average will be 15. Like that, it is going to be taking the millions of data and try to do the processing. I wanted to know what is my sales. You cannot go to fridge and get all the vegetables and counting it, right? So you have the data into the data warehousing. You cannot go and start counting it. You have billions of data in the data warehousing. So somebody has to process the data. There is one more application called SSAS. So this application is going to be processing your data. Clear? What is the total sales? What is the total sales in India? What is the total sales in South India? What is the total sales in last 5 years? What is the total sales in only for the Apple iPhone products last 5 years? Like that, lot of question need to be answered. Lot of question need to be answered. So this is how you are going to be using one more application called SSAS application. Now you have gone to the kitchen, food is prepared. After that, what you do? You're going to be serving the food, right? So neatly, you need to take the food from the kitchen, and all the processed food need to be served. For the processing purpose, we are going to be using SSAS. For the serving purpose, I'm going to be using a plate, right? Neatly, you take a plate and you serve the food. So here you're going to be garnishing the food. Now this is where we're going to be using Power BI, or your Excel also can be used as a reporting tool, or we can use a Tableau. Clear? So what are them? All these are called as your plates where people can see the process data in the charts. Clear? So these reports can be seen by your people. Which people? Your decision makers. The company managers will see the data in the plate, and the plate means in the Power BI. So Power BI will get the data from the plate. So all the historical data daily basis is going to be storing in the data warehousing month by month. You're going to be dumping the data, and all the data is going to be stored in the data warehouse. Data warehouse is a data storage technology. Clear? So who's going to be processing the data? Kitchen. Kitchen means SSAS. This application is going to be storing your data. We may use Power BI or we may use SSRS. Any one application is going to be used here and to create a reports. These reports will be given to the decision makers to take the decisions. Clear? So this application is called as a business intelligence application or data analytics application. Get the data, clean the data, store the data, process the data. So these activities from here to here: get the data, clean the data, store the data, process the data. So these things are called as data engineering activities. Clear? So data engineering, if you wanted to become, so we are not using a chat GPT kind of an applications here, but you need to do engineering means all these things. Then you're going to be creating a reports. Clear? So if you wanted to analyze what is a data and analytics, if you want to understand this, so you have to perform data engineering. And finally, you create a report. Clear? Data engineering means you need to get the data from SQL, you need to understand data warehousing, ETL, and SSAS, and all of them you need to know. Reporting purpose, we are going to be using what? Power BI, or you may use even Excel, or you may use anything else, or SSRS, any reporting tool you can use. In the companies, 70% of the time we are going to be working with the data engineering. Only 30% of the time we are going to be working with the Power BI reports. Clear? So data analytics or business intelligence means you have to know data engineering plus report creation. This is data analytics, or what is the data science or AI. So we're talking about artificial intelligence. Data engineering plus here you're going to be using AI and ML algorithms. Clear? So data engineering is the common everywhere. And on top of that, you give a lot of models and you're going to be doing a lot of this one. Here we're going to be using a lot of AI models and everything, right? You're going to be using deep learning AI models will be used. So this is what is called artificial intelligence or machine learning means. Clear? So you need to know all these things if you want to become a data scientist or a data analyst means these are the skills. This will take a lot of time to understand. This AI will take 1.5 years to understand, and we are going to be doing these skills and these skills. So if you don't have a time, at least learn data engineering and work with only this. But here we are also going to use Spark, right? So here we may not use maximum time Spark, but maximum time we're going to be getting the data from the data warehousing. But here we're going to be using big data as well. Clear? If you wanted to use your data, who's going to be using your data? Business users, managers will take the data. They will analyze the company, how the company is, growing, coming, sales are spiking or decreasing or increasing. Month by month, they will analyze. Year by year, they will analyze. Quarter by quarter, they'll analyze. So you have historical data. Any year data, any minute data, they will be able to analyze with the help of OLAP. OLAP means online analytical processing. They can analyze any type of data. Why? Complete data is going to be there in the data warehouse. But your OLTP systems will have only fresh data, last 1 month data, last 1 year data, you can have it. So you cannot perform any data analytics here. You're going to be storing the data, and data warehousing machines are called as completely your OLAP machines, where you can analyze the data. The data will be also available in the terabytes. Clear? You go to a temple, you give a lot of gifts, right? There is a hundi, there's a box, gift box. You put a lot of items, gold, cash. A lot of items are going to be putting into hundi, right? Once the hundi is full, after 1 month, what they do? They take all the small hundis. They will take all the gifts, all the cash from the hundis, and all of them will be stored in the bigger room, and they'll count it, right? Again, the empty hundi will be placed in the temples, and again you go, you keep the fresh gifts, fresh cash, right? Again, after 1 month, the hundis are empty. Hundis are nothing but your OLTP storages. Fresh gifts are going to be stored there. So when the hundi is full, once in a 15 days, once in a 10 days, you're going to be taking the items and you're going to be storing them into the a bigger locker. The bigger locker is your data warehousing. Clear? Gold will be stored separately, gift items are stored separately, cash items are stored separately. You're going to be organizing the items into the data warehousing separately. Again, the process is going to be continuing. So fresh data, 1 month gifts will be there in the OLTP, but last 20 years of the gifts and the cash would have been captured and kept it into the bigger lockers of your temples or the churches or the masjid. Clear? That is how we need to understand fresh items and the old items, fresh gifts and the old items. Clear? So this is what is called as complete BI architecture. BI is completely collecting the data, storing the data, and you're going to be working with the SQL and data warehousing and everything. Clear? I will take another 1 minute and complete. So we are going to be learning all these things in your data analytics. What are we going to be learning? We are going to be learning all these things, right? Not one thing, not two things. So this is what is called data analytics. SQL Server you need to know, Power BI you need to know, SSIS we are going to be learning, and data warehouse we are going to be learning. SSAS also we are going to be learning. So this month and next month, I'm going to be concentrating on Power BI and SQL Server. SQL Server live classes we don't have. I'm going to be giving you recorded videos. Clear? You can take daily one video. 45 videos will be given. Daily you need to watch one video from tomorrow. If you make the payment, all the SQL Server videos will be given. Without SQL, learning Power BI or SSIS or data warehousing or any technology is useless. Daily you need to watch one SQL video, and you need to come back to me with the questions, right? And from tomorrow we are going to be having Power BI live classes. We'll complete this month and next month only these two topics. This will be video training, this will be live training. So next in third month I'm going to be giving you SSIS and data warehousing and SSAS. This can be completed within 1 month. So total 3 months course, all of them you need to know. Clear? So these are the things you are going to be learning as a data analyst. If you wanted to become a data engineer, you need to know SQL and lot of other things you need to learn. Data Factory, Data Bricks, Python, blah, blah, blah. Data Bricks is nothing but your big data Spark. Clear? And all of them we're going to be learning. So as a data engineering, data science means you're going to be learning a lot of other things. Clear? So summary, data analytics means understand the past. Data science means, predict the future. AI means make the machine intelligent using a clustering, classification, regression algorithms. Clear? So we are not going to be going into AI. So you have to, perform. You can become a data analytics guy within 3 months, or data an engineering guy within 3 months. But data science will be very, very difficult activity. So data analytics, no coding, low coding. Data engineering, medium level coding, you need to know Python. AI will have more coding and more stats and maths. You need to have it. Clear, guys? So this is what is called end of the demos. Now SQL Server we are going to be teaching. It is a Microsoft tool. I will give you brief introduction, some history about this. So SQL Server is a Microsoft RDBMS software. Okay. This software is released first version in 1989. 89 completely. It is SQL. SQL means it can store the data. DBMS software it is. Then you have 5.0, then they have 7.0, then they have released SQL Server 2000. Clear? So later they have released one more version 2005. When it is got released, you can see in 2005. Clear? So this will be DBMS software. In this only Microsoft added MSBA. So these three tools got added there itself. Okay. So what are these three tools? These are the three that you need to know. What is meaning SSIS? It is nothing but SQL server. Okay. SS means SQL server integration services. This was the ETL tool Microsoft using. Then we have SSAS. What is SSAS? It was the analysis tool. What analysis tool means? It's going to be processing your data. It is a kitchen. That is what I told you, right? The last tool was SSRS. It was the reporting tool, but this is completely stopped. People are not using this. Instead of this tool, we are today learning what? Power BI. So you have to learn these two tools, but you are not learning SSRS. We are going to be learning what? Power BI. Power BI advanced tool to SSRS. Clear? And Power BI is very, very easy. So you will be able to easily understand. Plus, so we are going to be understanding these three things. So, and you need to know compulsorily you have to learn SQL Server, right? So this is the version we had. Now, a lot of versions got released 2008, now 2012, right? Now 2015, 2017, and 2019. Current version is 2022. I will give you 2019 or 2022 tomorrow. We will install SQL and MSBA, right? We are going to be working with SSIS and SSAS as well. SSRS, we are not going to be using it. So this will be for a 25 days course. It will be done in the third month, and SSAS will be 5 days. Clear? So Power BI we're going to be learning. So this will be for again 45 days. So this month and next month I'm going to be targeting towards Power BI only. And SQL Server is also approximately 45 videos, 45 hours videos are going to be provided. You will be able to start these things first. All these things you need to learn. Plus, we are going to be learning one more concept, data warehouse also. Clear? This will be for 10 hours. All of them are included. If you learn only Power BI, that is of no use. Clear? So we are going to be learning everything. So this is what is called data analytics. That is the reason we're going to be taking much more time to work with this. If you have any questions, you are welcome. So this is the final demo. And from tomorrow, this meeting ID is going to change. And for the payment links and everything, you wait till afternoon 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock. You will be able to get the payment links and discounts. And if you don't get the discounts, you can call them, you can ask them, or you can also ask me if you have any questions. This is my direct number I have given you. Wait for the payment links. If you fill the form, I have given you one form to fill, right? This form I have given you so that you are eligible for the daily recorded videos are going to be given. The course validity for the 6 months. Clear? This month, we're going to be having morning 8 o'clock. Next month onwards, your batch is going to be starting morning 7 o'clock. Remember this point. Till end of the course, next month onwards, it will be starting from morning 7 o'clock Indian timing. It will going to start from next month till end. This month only, this batch will be from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. So you need to plan. Tomorrow you cannot comply. All of them I'm just telling. So daily recorded videos are going to be given. The course validity is 6 months. Clear? Chalo, guys. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, you're welcome.